The V8 is the lowest price I've ever seen it at. That's next hour. Stay tuned for that. Also an Apple iPad that's been rocking all weekend. Diana Cset's joining us. So we're going all over the map here with today's special value from KitchenAid. Great HP computer to something that's $5 to $4 and something that you can use in break-apart gifts. This is the famous Guard Your ID, the Guard Your ID Advance X, which means what?
It means it works on matte and glossy paper.
Okay.
Yep.
And we have special offers here because we have the navies up here.
Yes.
We have the
purple.
We now have mixed colors.
Yes.
For the first time ever.
That's the pastel group.
The pastel group.
Yep. That's the brights.
What is this? Harvest?
Harvest.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Fun colors. They all do exactly the same thing. And here is what it does.
Okay, so they're all self-inking roller stamps. You just simply twist the cap off to use it. But let me show you what you're actually rolling over your personal information. This is all about protecting your personal information. This is kind of the scrambling, the encryption is what's on that stamped surface. So this is what you're going to roll over. Things like your name, your address, your birth date, your email address, your phone number, anything personal that you wouldn't want a stranger to have. One roll is how you do it. So
you can never, ever replicate that with a Sharpie. So it's gone. Can't see it, can't read it. Social Security number on there, can't see it. Tax information, can't see it. It's done. One swipe. How many swipes do I get with one?
1,000. So 3,000 in the set.
3,000 in the set.
It's great to break apart 3 little stocking stuffers.
Over to you.
Yeah, over here, like, you know, things like your debit card, the last 4 digits of the debit card number. Don't want anyone to see that. Now, if you can maybe take a picture of a check and deposit, what do we do with those checks now? It's got your signature on it, the account number, so super simple.
Black Friday sale price.
Forms.
It's $4 on a credit card, free shipping, stocking stuffer alert, man. Like, this is just perfect. This is maybe the perfect stocking stuffer.
It is. This is something that everyone really can use from the time you get your very first job, maybe age like 14.
My kids are living in apartments now.
Yeah.
They get mail.
They get mail. They get credit card applications. My kids are in college. They get those all the time.
Right.
But look, you can see there were words under there, but no matter how close you get to that or even hold it up to the light, you can't read through that scrambled.
If purchased separately, $41.97. We've got it for under $20. 5 C payments of $4 and patterns and colors. $400 out the door. Colors are going to be the navy, the purple, and then they go into these brights or pastels or harvest collections if you want to get them. So you're breaking them apart. So Sally gets this one, Bobby gets this one, and Billy.
Yeah.
Sally, Billy, and Bobby. I don't know if there is a Sally. Even if there is not a Sally or Billy, give them to them.
And even if Sally or Billy have a shredder, this is still something they can use because things like prescription bottles, boxes, bubble mailers, magazines, you still want to be able to block that information. And with just one swipe, instead of trying to soak and peel off the label, and you can see that's working on the gloss there, just give it a little dry time on anything glossy.
You know, I heard a stat the other day that with all of the extraordinary digital marketing that we're getting inundated, that companies now are going the other way.
Right.
They're now going old school. They're sending you things in the mail again. How ironic is that, right? Because there's too much information we're getting. So therefore, the dumpster divers are back. Therefore, old school scams are back.
Millions of Americans are victims of identity theft every single year. It can start in your trash or recycle bin. The dumpster divers look at your trash and recycling like a puzzle. They might find your date of birth on something, your signature on something else. They might find some medical information.
And what happens if they do that?
They can piece it together. They can open up accounts in your name.
They can become you.
Yes, which is a very scary thing to happen, and it can take months and years. My next door neighbor had it happen. She's still, every time she flies, like there's always an issue with her and her identity.
Oh, does she bitter that you did not give her Guard Your ID if she was your next door neighbor?
I know it.
You know?
Right? No, she has them now, for sure.
She
but
does.
This happened like 10 years ago, but she still has repercussions all the time because of it.
But guess what? It happens one time. It can be a big, big pain. So what do? These are the wide rollers. These are the Advance X, which means they go over glossy things like magazines. And just choose your color. Navy, purple, or these fun combinations of colors like the brights, like the pastels, or like the harvest. Right, and the harvest, there you go, the harvest colors, individual boxes, easy, break it down, under $7 a gift. Nice idea, and 1,000 swipes.
1,000 swipes with each one, so they last a really long time. I mean, it's just a nice, easy habit to get into, whether you're going through your junk mail, you're paying bills, maybe you have one in the office. I always keep one in the laundry room because that's kind of where I bring in the mail.
You know one thing I've never asked you?
What?
When I look at, if you put the cap back on, when you're done, put
Yes.
the cap back on.
Yes.
It sits there, it's
Of
always
course.
there.
Yep.
If I have a Sharpie and I take the cover off that and I forget to put it back on,
Yeah.
it's done.
Right.
It dries out.
Right.
So these aren't going to dry out on
Well,
me.
no, but you have to keep the cap on.
Keep the cap on.
Keep the cap on, and they're not going to dry out.
Got it.
Yeah. So they do, and they last forever. I mean, things like those bank checks you didn't ask for.
1,500 order.
You know, the credit card company wants you to put, do a balance transfer or something. But if somebody found your signature on something and then those checks that you just throw away, you know, it's a scary thing. So don't make yourself vulnerable. It literally takes seconds to obliterate that personal information. Look at your mail, look at your bills and say, would I want a stranger to have this? The answer is no. So what do? You take those few swipes, and how long did that take?
Boom.
Like
Simple as
no
that.
time at all.
And you know, it's there at a place where you don't have to plug anything in. There's no motor, there's nothing I gotta download here. So it's real simple, it's real old school. Wherever you put your mail in, if you've got a place you put your keys, put your wallet, put your mail when you bring it in, that's where your Guard Your ID stays, and it's always there, and it just becomes a habit.
Exactly, and it's an easy habit for anyone to get into. And you know, you think of like the high school kids and the college kids. My son, when he got his first job, I found all his pay stubs in his trash can. Well, like he didn't know, it had his social security number partly on there, on each one. So I was like, oh, wait a second. So we kind of have to teach our younger kids and our college age kids how to take care of their financial stuff. Don't just throw away credit card applications. Don't throw away medical receipts and things like that.
Right.
So,
like here's Diana's, like her home phone number. So here it is without the Guard Your ID.
Okay.
And here it is with the Guard Your ID. So you can't see it. You couldn't see it before either, so stop it. I'm just kidding. What do you think, Pat?
We now apparently in my town have a recycling officer because he told me I needed to break the boxes down. So I'm with it now. But I realized that when I put those boxes out there, there's my name and my address. Not that I don't want you all to come visit me, but I don't know who's getting my name and my address off that box.
Right, we don't know what happens to our trash and our recycling, where it ends up. If you live in like in a dorm or a condo where all your trash goes into like a common dumpster, you know, you don't want people to have
busy
that.
in that dumpster?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So
Nor do I want to know.
And it literally just takes seconds to protect yourself. So just take those few seconds and swipe out any personal information.
And that's why you get more than one. So you can keep one inside by the kitchen table, one outside. I keep it next to the recycling box with that cool thing that we sell that you slice through the box.
The cool thing that we sell that you slice through the box.
Yes.
That's what it's actually called.
What is that called?
VA3886. Here come the colors one more time. There's purple, there's the blue, and then you have these fun colors. There's the brights, there's the pastels, there's the harvest. 3,000 people are shopping just like that. Free shipping, 5 easy payments, big story, big savings by getting it here on QVC. Thanks for coming in, Diana.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. We got time for one more item, to bring back one more item that we had on earlier.